Hello everyone, my name is Ganendra Kumar. I'm a biology educator in India. In this video, we are going to discuss the geological timeline or timeline of evolution. What is exactly? Try to understand it. See, students, we all know that it is the Big Bang theory who explain how our this universe was originated, and scientists believe, according to Big Bang theory, 20 billion years ago 20 billion years ago, due to one huge thermonuclear explosion. Yeah, due to huge one thermonuclear explosion, this universe came in is this universe originated, and nearby 4.5 billion years ago our earth originated actually. Now, when our Earth originated, from the starting only, the time was the situation of Earth was not hospitable for the life here. Right, the temperature was too high, and it was not favorable for survival of any kind of organism. So, from this 4.5 billion years ago, coming 0.5 billion years, only weathering of the Earth happened. In the weathering of Earth, the like water appear, cloud forms, the temperature of water was cooled down, and finally the origin of the life was started. Now when origin of the life was started, almost 4 billion years ago, the origin of life was started actually. From that time to this time, for our convenience, we are divided into the four era. How many era, students? We divided it into four era. Four era we have divided. What are that four era? Proterozoic era, first era, Proterozoic era. Then we have Paleozoic era. This is second era, Paleozoic era. And then we divided in third era, that's called Mesozoic era. And then at current era, that called Cenozoic era. Proterozoic era, Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, Cenozoic era. Right? Again, this all era, not sufficient to explain all kind of evolutionary phenomena, evolutionary activity, evolutionary processes were happening on this earth. So we further divided some era into different periods. Yeah, so era can divide into periods, right? So we divided this Paleozoic era into different period. What was that? Cambrian, 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 Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian. Then we divided this Mesozoic era into Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous, and then we divided this era, I mean our Cenozoic era, into Tertiary and Quaternary period. Okay, fine, we divided era into the different periods. Now still there was a requirement to further split this period, so we divided this period into different epochs. And you see, tertiary period we divided into different epochs. What was that? Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, and then Holocene. So this is how tertiary and quaternary period divided into different epochs. Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, Holocene. Now in this all time, I'm writing here epoch. In this all era, in this all period, different kind of evolutionary phenomena happened on this earth, that we are going to discuss in detail in this video. Fine. Okay, so let's start with the first era, that's called Precambrian era. Precambrian era, you say, or you call it Proterozoic era. See, Proterozoic era is the time we know when our actually this is the time, it's oldest time actually. At very starting, when the earth condition for the life was completely unhospitable, I can say the story of the life, um, story of origin of the living organism came in the pace when free oxygen started to appear. This free beginning of the free oxygen, like blue green algae evolved, and this blue green algae during, I mean, cyanobacteria, during photosynthesis during photosynthesis they were producing oxygen, and that is the time when free oxygen started to release. The earth situation has completely changed. So free oxygen appeared, and after that free oxygen mixes in the atmosphere here, and then oxygen form ozone gas actually, and this ozone gas formed layer around the earth, that's called ozonosphere, and this ozonosphere started to absorb ultraviolet rays, right? Now earth condition became more hospitable for life. Why? Because they were absorbing ozone gas around the earth, was absorbing ultraviolet rays, and that ultra now the ultraviolet rays, you all know that how harmful it is for the life. Okay, and it is the Precambrian time only when the first animal was evolved. It is the Precambrian time only when a eukaryotes were evolved. Scientists believe approximately 1500 million years ago, the oldest fossil of eukaryote we have, that is 1500 million years ago fossil. It is oldest fossil. And then we got oldest fossil of animal also. Scientists believe that it was approximately 700 million years old. Fine, yeah, 700 million years old. And after that we got next era, and that next era is, yeah, origin of first not mammal actually, origin of first animal, origin of first animal here actually. After that next era started, that is called Paleozoic Era. In this Paleozoic Era we have different periods actually: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian. And then we have Mesozoic Era, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. We can remember like this, I mean, it will help you. It's a kind of mnemonics which is going to help we all. Camel, yeah, it's very common. Camel, camel often sit down carefully. Yeah, sit down carefully. Perhaps their knee, perhaps their, not knee, their joint crack. Yeah, crack. Camel often sit down carefully, perhaps their joint crack. Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. Fine. Okay. Okay. And see different kind of evolutionary phenomena what happened in Cambrian period. Students, in this Cambrian period, our first invertebrate phylum was originated. Yeah. In this Cambrian period, first invertebrate phylum was originated. And then we have Ordovician. In this Ordovician, the invertebrate animals were dominant on this earth. Dominant on this earth means, like, you see, at present I can say it is the mammal which was dominant on this earth. There was a time when the reptiles like dinosaur were dominant on this earth. So in same way, there was a time in the Ordovician period, invertebrates were dominant in this earth. That's why we are calling it age of invertebrate. We are calling it Ordovician age of invertebrate. Very important point. Ordovician is called age of invertebrate. And then we have Silurian. The Silurian is the time when the jawless vertebrates, they diversified. Can you tell me example one jawless vertebrate? Jawless vertebrate like cyclostomata. So vascular plants also originated during this time only. When this Silurian only vascular plants were originated. Jawless fishes like cyclostomata, they diversified. Fine. And not only that, actually, the arthropoda also, they colonize and they covered all over this earth. So it was quite interesting time. Then we have Devonian period. During this Devonian period, fishes were actually fish. During Devonian period, fishes were already originated. Now fishes actually, they dominate the earth. That's why we are calling it age of fishes. Fine. Age of fishes means fishes were most dominant creature on this earth. And then we have, after Devonian, we have Carboniferous. Carboniferous was the time of amphibian. Amphibian is where the most dominant creature on this earth, most dominant organism on this earth. Even reptiles were also originated during this time. And okay, fine. The reptiles were originated during this time, and the vascular plant, we started to see there is a kind of extensive forest of the vascular plant. And even scientists believe that first seed plant, yeah, first seed plant was originated into this Carboniferous period. And then next one is Permian period. In this Permian period, mammal like organism were originated from the reptiles. First mammal was like a tree shrew. Yeah. And then all of the modern insect, they also originated during this time only. And and then lot of marine vertebrate extincted during this time. So if I will summarize this: Paleozoic Era, Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian. In that, Devonian is called age of fishes, and then Carboniferous is called age of amphibian, and it is the Permian when the first mammal was originated. That guy was like a tree shrew. Yes. And then first seed plant also originated during this period only, Permian period only. And then next era is Mesozoic era. In Mesozoic era, we have Triassic, we have Jurassic, we have Cretaceous. This Triassic is the time, Triassic period, gymnosperm, they were most dominant plant on this earth. And the first dinosaur and mammal originated in Triassic only. They originated in Triassic. Our dinosaurs were primary dominant animal on the earth during Jurassic period. Have you seen the Jurassic movie, students? Yeah, Jurassic movie. So dinosaur actually, they were dominant in the Jurassic period. Yeah, dinosaur appeared. Dinosaur were dominant here actually. First bird appeared during this time. Yeah, and during this Jurassic period, gymnosperm. Not even in Triassic, even Jurassic also, gymnosperm were the most. Yeah. Now we have angiosperm. But during this period, in Triassic and Jurassic period, gymnosperm were dominant plant on this earth. And then we have Cretaceous period. Cretaceous period is the time when first modern bird appear, and our gymnosperm were still king on the earth. Yeah. Due to unknown reason, our dinosaur extincted. So it's very interesting about dinosaur originated in Triassic. Dinosaur were dominant on this earth in Jurassic, and dinosaur, due to unknown reason, they extincted. So one huge change we seen, that dinosaur extincted from the earth. Gymnosperm were still dominant plant on the earth. First flowering plant appeared here. first modern bird appeared here. The next one is Cretaceous period. Next one is our Cenozoic era. In Cenozoic era, we have first period that's called Tertiary. Yes, this Tertiary have different epochs. Put egg on my plate, please, honey. I'm vegetarian, even still I say, put egg on my plate, please, honey. Pliocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pleistocene, Holocene. Not Pliocene. Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, Pleistocene, Pleistocene, and then Holocene. Yeah. Now this our tertiary period divided into different epochs, and we seen different important phenomena during this time. In this Paleocene, mammals were radiated on this earth. Okay, birds, birds, and the different kind of insects, they were also increased their number, and they started to be dominant on this earth. Fine. And then next one is Eocene epoch. During Eocene epoch, now not gymnosperm, angiosperm became most dominant. Okay, actually their dominance was started to increase during this Eocene only. Eocene epoch it was started. And then most of the modern and mammals, they were the modern have our mammals have different kind of order. And that everything was that all kind of diversification was seen during this epoch. And then we have Oligocene. Then after Oligocene we have Miocene. In this Miocene, further diversification in the animal was seen. And then Pliocene, it was a milestone time. Why? Because in the Pliocene, our ancestor appeared. Our ancestor means our ancestor were ape-like, right? So ape-like ancestor of the human were appeared in Pliocene. And then in Pleistocene, human were evolved, and Holocene is that present time is running. Okay, so we can summarize this whole timeline that our Precambrian, Precambrian era or Proterozoic era. Why calling Precambrian? Because in the next era first period is Cambrian. That's why we'll call it Precambrian. So I can summarize it like this: in the Precambrian era, life was originated. In Paleozoic era, our invertebrate animals were originated, right? Vascular plants were originated. Then our earth seen the dominance of the fishes. Then these are dominance of the amphibian. And finally seeded plants were originated, vascular plants were originated. Then Mesozoic era came. Mesozoic era was the race age of reptiles. Okay, and in this race age of reptiles, gymnosperms were dominant plant on this earth, not angiosperm. Angiosperms are at present dominant plant on this earth. And then we discussed that dinosaurs were originated into the Jurassic period. And then uh, they were dominant in the sorry dinosaurs were originated in Triassic period. Then they were dominant in the Jurassic period. That Cretaceous period they extincted due to unknown reason. In this Cretaceous period only, the our angiosperm were appear. And then next one is Cenozoic era. This Cenozoic era is called age of mammals. Okay, Mesozoic era age of reptiles, and then the Cenozoic era is age of mammal. At the end of the Cenozoic era in Pliocene, ape like our ancestors, human ancestors were evolved. And then in Pleistocene, modern man was evolved. This is what timeline of evolution, and this is what geological timeline remaining. We'll see in next video. Bye.